Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Camilo Esteves, I'm with Drone Nerds, and today I'm with Mike Sember, South Florida firefighter and paramedic. Mike, welcome.
Thanks for having me, super excited to be here.
Well, today we're going to talk about some of the uses and benefits of implementing a drone program at your fire department. Talk to us a little bit about your experience as a firefighter.
I'm a 17-year firefighter paramedic here in South Florida. I worked 2 years at one fire department and the next 15 at another, and it's been great.
And all 17 years here in the state of Florida?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Nice. So Mike, why don't you talk to us about the primary uses for drones in fire departments?
That's a great question. So I think the 5 primary uses of drones in the fire service are structure fires, probably being number 1 and the most popular, wildland fires, search and rescue, hazardous material incidents, and post-incident analysis and or research and training. Those are the top 5. Drones are used for a lot of different operations, but those are probably the 5 main ones.
So let's tackle the first one, your standard fire.
Right.
When a fire breaks out, what type of drones or payloads or what are fire departments, fire crews looking to get out of that drone?
So drones have come a long ways, and again, structure fires are probably the most common what we know drones are used for, and if they're used correctly, it's basically an added tool used to provide valuable information on the fire ground. We're not going to abandon our traditional fire department techniques, but a drone is basically that extra intel and that extra information, that eye in the sky, to be used by incident command to keep us safe. So we can actually see with the technology now and the infrared cameras where hidden fires are, where the fires are actually spreading to certain parts of the building, and also actually fireground operations on where our personnel are on the ground. They're great during the day and during the night, but structure fires are a definite top use for drones in the fire service.
And then when it comes to wildfires, how do you leverage a drone to combat or to help you manage the situation?
Right, that's a great question too. Wildland fires are a very unique animal, and as we know in the United States alone, wildfires have definitely increased, especially out west. So one of the problems that we have with wildfires is they're definitely unpredictable. With the terrain and the wind changing all the time, it's very hard to mitigate the fire and stop the spread. So with a drone, you can get a bird's eye view and actually see where the fire is going, and you can actually help coordinate ground personnel to cut off the fire from certain areas, which definitely is an added tool. So the drones, again, they have awesome technology now with thermal imaging cameras and just zoom cameras and all kinds of stuff to actually have that added benefit in keeping firefighters' safety and help mitigate the scene of a wildland fire.
And how about in the search and rescue operations? How is that drone being leveraged by a fire crew or firefighting crew?
So search and rescue is probably, in my opinion, one of the most upcoming things and very utilized now for departments across the country. Search and rescue can be an actual active search and rescue, or it can be somebody missing and finding them. The drones now, with the certain payloads and their cameras, they have the infrared cameras to pick up somebody out. It could be out in the desert, it can be in a water area, it can be in thick foliage. So fire departments are definitely utilizing the drones for that. If it's an active search and rescue, I've seen the drones used to actually deliver first aid, maybe drop life preservers and stuff like that. If it's actually finding a missing person, now the drones have anything from spotlights to communication systems where somebody can know that help is actually coming. So search and rescue is a big part in what drones are used for, and when utilized correctly, again, it's an added tool and a very, very valuable tool.
And then when dealing with, hazardous materials or just chemicals, how do you leverage a drone?
So hazmat incidents, there's many fire departments across the country that are very well advanced in hazmat incidents. And I actually can say that one of the major benefits of a drone for a hazmat call is actually providing valuable information and saving firefighters time and energy and giving us big time safety.
Right.
So it can be anything from a fuel spill to a chemical leak to just getting that intel and information. Some fire departments are actually using the drones to actually fly to the area, take a reading of a chemical or any type of odor, and giving the command post that valuable information instead of sending a crew in to that scene that may take up to an hour or more to get that information and then go back. So the drones are very versatile, and they can actually fly to a spot. You're not risking a firefighter life, or you're not risking the energy, and it's definitely saving a lot of time.
And then in terms of post-incident analysis, how are you using drones, or how are fire departments using drones?
So for a post-incident analysis, or PIA, what we call it, that any major incident we like to learn from and see what we can do better. So we talk about what is going on the fire ground or the hazardous incident. And when used correctly, if the drone was in the air, it can provide that valuable information to help fire departments with strategies and tactics for future incidents. So you can see what you guys did good or bad on the fire ground to help learn in the future. Drones also can help in fire inspectors for determining how the building withstood the incident or fire and the building integrity. So basically, without risking a firefighter and going in and having a building maybe even collapse, a drone can go in and see what kind of situation is going on inside or outside the building.
What would you say are the major benefits of having a drone program in place?
That's a great question. So the major benefits of having a drone program in place is actually using the drone for what it's intended for and having the staffing to do it. Like I said earlier, drones are not meant to replace basic firefighter techniques and strategies. They're an added tool to be used for valuable intel and information for incident commanders and to help mitigate an entire scene. So you want to use the drone as an extra resource, basically, and that's basically what it's intended to do.
All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this quick chat with Mike here. Thank you, Mike, for being at Drone Nerds headquarters.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. And remember, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. We'll get them answered. And if you need immediate assistance, reach out to us at experts@dronenerds.com. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. Have a great day.